studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Softovac and Berger Paints.
As we broadcast this show tonight, there is an anti-terror operation underway and our forces are going all out. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no lack of political will to strike those pushing terrorists into India. From 370 to the surgical strikes, we've shown the courage to act. We will strike again when needed. Most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, we have already tested Pakistan's so-called ability to respond or hit back. That is why Home Minister Amit Shah had a direct message to Pakistan today. Let's debate.
नायब सूबेदार जसविंदर सिंह, नायक मनदीप सिंह, सिपाही गज्जन सिंह, सिपाही सराट सिंह and Sepoy Vaishak H. India won't forget the supreme sacrifice of these martyrs who laid down their lives fighting terrorists along the line of control. And the government is determined that the message goes across the border. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has warned Pakistan of another strike.
मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में ही, पर्रिकर जी के समय में ही लिया गया। कई सालों से हमारी सीमाओं को लांघकर आक्रांता यहां आते थे, अलग अलग प्रकार की घटनाएं करते थे, उग्रवाद फैलाते थे और दिल्ली के दरबार से एक निवेदन के अलावा कुछ नहीं। मगर जब पूंछ में हमला हुआ और हमारे जवान मारे गए, कश्मीर की सीमा पर हमला हुआ और हमारे जवान मारे, जिंदा जला दिया और पहली बार सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक कर भारत ने दुनिया को बता दिया कि भारत की सीमाओं को छेड़खानी करना इतना सरल नहीं।
On September 26, 2016, within 11 days of Uri terror attack, Indian Army struck against terror launch pads across the line of control. Pakistan got its first hammer blow. 3 years later, after Pakistan's Pulwama terror attack, Indian Air Force pummeled Jaish terror camp in Balakot. Pakistan got its second message that India won't take it lying down, an admission made by Pakistan Prime Minister himself.
We kept saying that we will give us any evidence and we will hold those responsible, we will take them, but have them punish us, even give them to India. Rather than giving us evidence, they bombed us.
As Pakistan tries to take advantage of the ceasefire and push terrorists in the valley, India's message is loud and clear.
क्या देश की सेना के जवानों का गौरव करना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए? उनका सम्मान करना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए? लेकिन इनके पेट में दर्द हो रहा है। अब ये कहते हैं ये तो चुनाव वाला खेल है। जब सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक हमने पहली बार की तब कहां चुनाव था भाई? ये हमारा सिद्धांत है, हम घर में घुस के मारेंगे।
Let's debate.
And ladies and gentlemen, while we bring you this broadcast, we had a statement from the Indian Army which has just come in. which says that in an ongoing counter-terrorist operation, General Bakshi, this has just come in an ongoing counter-terrorist operation in general area, Narkhas Forest, Mendhar Subdivision, District Poonch, there has been an exchange of fire between army troops and terrorists during the evening hours of 14th October 2021. In the ensuing exchange of fire, one JCO and one soldier have been critically injured. Operations are under progress. Update follows. General Bakshi, there's only one way for it. We have already tested them. We should hit them, and we should hit them harder this time. We know their ability. Either we get them to engage with us army to army, General Bakshi, which is, I think, a good option. We get them to engage with us army to army, we hammer it, we take away some of their territory and keep it. That's option one. Option two is that we hammer them with a round of surgical strikes. What Amit Shah has said today is, I think, a reiteration of a statement of intent, which is very strong, very clear. Which of the two options should we look at, General Bakshi, and within what time frame? This has been building up and a lot of people are asking for it.
You know, Arnab, the simple fact is that this statement, this warning from the highest official levels was getting a bit overdue.
Yeah.
I'm very glad it has come now, and it is from the highest levels of the government. The simple fact is there is a whole range of options. A whole range of options, from air strikes, cruise missile strikes, surgical raids, shallow attacks across the line of control, and attacks elsewhere. We can take Pakistan up the escalation ladder to where it wants. Two clear warning shots across the bow have been conducted. One post Uri, the other post Pulwama.
Thank you very much for highlighting.
Pakistan has been put on clear notice.
Talking about, but my question is, haven't you been trying all of these options in the past?
No, we haven't.
What was the result previously? Last time, what did your Air Force did? You have been telling everyone, you have been telling your people that you have conducted fake kind of, I mean, nobody knows about it, only Indians know about it. That too.
And Imran Khan does, because he made an admission day before yesterday when he said we were bombed by India.
Sir,
Look,
Imran Khan does. Raja, you may not know, but Imran Khan knows it fair and square, which is why he publicly spoke about it. He made a public declaration. He made a statement to a Middle Eastern television network, and he said it. He said it that the last time we tried to play tricks with India, they bombed us. And I went on television that night and I said, has this Prime Minister not got any self-esteem that he goes around crying on Middle Eastern networks saying India bombed us, India bombed us, India bombed us? As far as what other options have been looked at, Major Manik Jolly, have we exercised all options yet? The Pakistani speaker asked us tonight, has India exercised all options yet? I say we haven't. I say we haven't. Major Manik Jolly is on the debate with Hamid Khan. Manik Jolly, please.
Yes.
Major Jolly, have we exercised all options yet?
Let me
is
reply.
a question asked.
Let me reply.
Yeah.
No, actually what happens is whenever we speak of surgical strikes, Pakistani tend to limit itself in their limited understanding about military strikes only, the one they kind of suffered earlier. But this time we have done earlier we have done a land strike, we have done an air strike. This time when the Home Minister he says it with much more conviction, because it actually depicts two things. One, Pakistan is internationally very cornered. They actually have no allies left. And there is a certain index which is called Fragile Status Index, which counts about how weak a country and how likely their government is supposed to fall. Out of 168 countries, Pakistan is 14th on that. So now, after having cornered Pakistan internationally, now the options that we have cyber surgical strikes, we can go financial surgical strikes, we can go diplomatic surgical strikes. It need not be limited just to guns and barrels.
Okay.
It will be a much more efficient way to go actually diplomatically and keep cutting off Pakistan and limit them to having absolutely no allies.
Okay.
A single thread of alliance that they have left is somewhat with China. Otherwise, US, UK, France, Saudi, they are cut off from everywhere.
Yes.
So when the
Okay.
Minister says this,
Let
I'm
me
sure he
reply.
has more in his mind than just sending soldiers.
Also,
Okay.
just a point,
Arnab.
Hamid.
Okay.
You see, I'll tell you one thing. Now listen to me.
Why don't you let me reply?
Just 1 minute, because you need to listen to me for a minute. See, Hamid,
Okay.
Hamid, go on.
1 minute. I'm just making a point to Hamid, please. See, Hamid.
Let me reply
We have,
and then
we
you
have,
make the
yeah,
point.
you will reply, but after listening to me. You see, Hamid, we have tested your ability many times. Okay?
Okay.
We have hit you many times. Okay? We have, every time we have tested you. 1 minute, please. Listen to me. Whenever you have tried, we have tested you. No matter the machine, no matter the mission, no matter the advantage that you thought you had, we've given you a bloody nose. Okay? Now the question is, what options have we exercised? I am of the view that we haven't tried cyber strikes and financial strikes, but you see, I disagree with you, Major. We don't need to try financial strikes on a country which has no finance. 1 minute. That way they are dead. They are bankrupt country. We don't need to try that.
Okay.
The missile strike option is one which many people in India, not necessarily the hawks, have begun to believe that we could on an experimental basis, 1 minute please, experimental basis, test the precision of some of our missile systems. And this is being argued in many strategic quarters right now. Because it has a strong, deep amount of evidentiary value. And we can put it before the world that we have hit Pakistan where it matters, and we've got enough clout to do that. So Hamid, you need to get into this fact that you see, you are asking for it. Okay. We have tested you out. You cannot do anything in return. No country. Name one country which has hammered you, hit you, bloodied you, which you have hit back. No. Name one country which you have hit back. No. Arnab बोल के कुछ होने वाला है नहीं. Name one country which you have hit back. आपको कोई आके घर में घुस के जब मारता है, जब आपको गर्दन को पकड़ के आपको थप्पड़ मार के आता है घर के अंदर, आप कुछ नहीं कर पाते. That is the reality. Now please respond.
Let me reply.
Now please respond.
Arnab, I'll tell you. If I conclude it in simple words, your warmonger, your war hysteria think tank and strategic experts are gonna be the cause of destruction of India by the hands of Pakistan. Do you have any idea that what is the strength of Pakistan in terms of war? You are living in a cuckoo land. Honestly speaking, I laugh when you create such a war hysteria just to make your people happy, or just to have a fabricated stories to support a person who's really, I should say, insane when they talk about war. That's why I have one clear message for the public of India, not for you, that please do not come into the trap of your media and your BJP RSS ideology, which is going to destroy India with the hands of Pakistan, because only 400 miles away daily, we will destroy 10 times if they come to the war. We don't need to try our nukes. We can destroy you with our conventional war. We have shown you our capacity and capability when we brought the Abhinandan down. We have shown you our capability. We have shown you our capability when it comes to the war. You just think about 1971. I am talking about 2021.
Okay.
You
okay.
talk
Have you
about
finished
the
your
missile.
little?
We have the world's most advanced tactical missile. Please, I always remind you.
No, what do you have?
You have no idea.
What do you have?
What kind of destruction?
No. What do you have? General Bakshi, he said we have a tactical missile. 1 minute. I'll tell you.
No, tactical nukes.
Tactical
You
nukes.
don't
Okay. Yeah, I
understand.
agree with you to some part of your statement. Hamid, responding to you. Responding to you, Hamid. Responding to you, Hamid. Come on, cruise control. I'm responding to you. I'm responding to you. I'm responding to you tonight. I'm telling you simply put.
Then let me respond.
I'm telling you simply put, and Vijay Chauthaiwala is in charge of the Foreign Affairs Department of the BJP. First, I think Vijay needs to put in context for Kamar Chima. Vijay needs to put in context for Kamar Chima that a statement by Amit Shah. 1 minute. First of all, you need to understand the statement is by former BJP president, one of the BJP senior most leaders, right? One of India's most powerful and influential names, Home Minister Amit Shah. I think he does not understand that any statement that is made by the Home Minister Amit Shah should not be taken lightly. I think it shows both political intent and there is a great clarity of message. I think Vijay, these Pakistanis are not understanding the implication of a statement by Amit Shah and the seriousness with which they should understand the message that he's giving to them.
Absolutely, Pranav. They are still in their daydreaming of the old regime where we will stop only after making some strong statement. This is a new India under Prime Minister Modi and with Home Minister Shri Amit Shah. What he has said is a very clear-cut message to Pakistan and all our enemies that we will not tolerate any nonsense. We have shown it in past, as you have shown clearly in your initial footage, by surgical strikes and air strikes. And we are only saying that we won't hesitate to use those options or many more options as and whatever is required and as whatever has been decided by our strategic experts to use against any of our enemies who are bent upon launching a covert war in form of cross-border terrorism against India. It's a very clear-cut message and there is no ambiguity. Mr. Amit Shah doesn't talk in non-ambiguous manner. He is a person with a very no-nonsense business and his message is very loud and clear, not only to Pakistan, but all our adversaries.
In fact, Mr. Chautaiwale, you are the, Kamar, Mr. Chautaiwale heads the Foreign Affairs Department of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Okay, so he has some understanding of the way in which policy making happens, the way the thinking happens within the BJP. You know, you need to take this seriously. This is no longer about just an exchange of words on India's #1 channel. It's not. It's very serious. I actually believe that we are not threatening you. I believe we are giving you an opportunity. Am I right, Vijay? We are giving them an opportunity to course correct. See, if you're asking for it. What I want Vijay to tell you once again.
Absolutely.
Vijay, can you explain it to the Pakistanis? They seem to think this is light-hearted banter. It is not. Just explain it to them. They are not getting your message.
See, Pranav, we always believe that the peace is a virtue of those who are willing to exert their power. It is not an escape route for any coward. What Prime Minister Modi ji has said in past, or what Shri Amit Shah has said, that we are peaceful, but we won't hesitate to exert our options, given that Pakistan is not willing to listen and make a peace with India.
Yeah, and you see the problem is Kamar.
Let me give me a.
Kamar, I'll tell you one thing. Kamar, see. Kamar.
Chinese release.
You're banking on the Chinese.
Whenever Chinese release pictures of Indian soldiers are beaten, bruised, smashed. और तब तो अमित शाह जो है वो रजाई के नीचे छुप जाते हैं.
General Bakshi, why don't you this moronic argument, this moronic argument spoken in Rawalpindi language. This 1 minute. Kamar, listen, Kamar. 1 minute. 1 minute. Just.
I could not sleep whole night.
Okay.
I could not. Modi ji said I could not sleep whole night when there was an operation. We were thinking of that. आप आए यहाँ पे 2-2 टके की बातें करने वाले और ये जो बीजेपी
Thank you, Kamar. Thank you, Kamar. You made some points. Can I respond?
Jal Bakshi, yes.
All right.
He's not getting the message, Jal Bakshi.
Calm down.
What kind of a
Calm down. It hasn't started. Kamar, calm down. Don't show hysteria. It has not started as yet. Calm down. Take a glass of water. The shooting hasn't started as yet. Calm down. Don't get hysterical. Oh, हवा शवा छोड़ दे यार. तू calm down. Don't get hysterical. Please behave like a military analyst that you claim to be. Calm down. Relax.
Somebody
the firing hasn't started. The firing hasn't started as yet. For God's sake, keep your nerve. Keep your nerve. Calm down. You are going hysterical. At this stage, you need to see a doctor.
Indian Army
You may need calm down. You are a military analyst. Let me tell you a few
actually,
facts.
it is the General Bakshi is a strange psychological problem that the Pakistanis have. No, General Bakshi. First of all, Kamar, Raja is on the debate. We'll give Kamar a little bit of time to calm down. I'll tell you one thing. You see, no. The fact is, General Bakshi. Let me.
Please control your hysteria.
Yeah, you know, they're getting nervous because their talk of the strike is happening. I just need to tell you one thing. Raja, listen. You know, all of you sign ceasefires and then you infiltrate terrorists, okay? If you have any dignity, I'm saying this to you in the presence of General Bakshi and all the viewers tonight. If you have any dignity, if you have any courage, if you have any mettle, then I think there should be army to army. Right, General Bakshi? Like 1965. Starts on 1st September 1965,
Absolutely.
ends on 23rd September 1965, 22 days, gives them the chills. 1 minute, 1971.
Let me
1 minute, Raja Faisal, 1971. Raja Faisal, 1971, 13 days. We broke you in 13 days, 1-3, not 3-0. 13 days, right, General Bakshi? We just broke you. We finished you.
Absolutely.
We just destroyed. We
I
finished
saw that
you.
happening with my own eyes.
We finished you. Now, when Amit Shah, 1 minute, last point. When Amit Shah is talking to you and giving you a warning, you get the message or we break you again. You think that this time this kind of pinpricking, bleeding India with 1,000 cuts will work anymore? It won't. We will break you.
Allow me, please.
No, we will break you. I am telling you tonight on national television, we will break you. We will break you. What happened on 16 December 1971 will happen all over again. You understand? And I'll be the first one celebrating.
Enlighten you on the clearer
No,
picture.
I will be on air with you on the day it happens again. I'm telling you, you stop what you're trying to do.
Arnab, can
you
I please
stop it
make
along
an
the border,
important point?
or you be ready for the message that Amit Shah has given you today to be implemented.
Anna, please listen to me.
Arnab,
Anna, please. Let me tell you the ground realities of LOC right now. Right now, what India is facing is, traditionally it faces Pakistan on LOC. If we talk about LAC, there is a build-up from the Chinese side as well. 3 of their airfields, they have been completed. One of them, it will be completed soon. I'm not talking about it. Lieutenant General Pandey was talking about it. And if we come to LOC once again, we know that you have been given Sea Guardian Predators, and you might try to use them along the border on LOC, you might want to use it just to portray yourself that you have been doing excellent
why don't you come
when
and
it comes
fight
to LOC, just to calm your people down. And if we talk about the Poonch attack, in the Poonch attack,
let's not waste our time talking to each other.
5 of the Sikh regiment guys, when they die,
No, 1 minute. One minute. It
shows
Raja, I'll tell you one. Raja, General Bakshi responding to you. I'll tell you one thing. Instead of talking so much, instead of talking so much, I'd say put your money where your mouth is. Let there be an army-to-army confrontation. No. 1 minute. Raja, listen. Raja, I'll tell you. Raja, listen. Raja, listen to me now. Listen to me now. I have something to tell you. Now listen to me. Listen to me now. I have some information to give you. Okay? And I want to tell you and through you to the people of Pakistan. Listen to me now. Listen to me now. Don't overestimate yourself. I'll tell you one thing. Don't. And I'll tell you why. You start, we end. Major Jolly is here. Vijay Chautaiwala is here. General Bakshi is here. Saloni is here. I'm saying in everybody's presence. You became... No. 1 minute. You started, 3rd December 1971. You launched the attack on the Western Front. सीखते नहीं हो आप लोग. शुरू किया था ना. खत्म किसने किया? 13 दिन में तोड़ा कि नहीं आपको? किसने बोला था? Who told you to launch the attack on our western front in 1971? 3rd December. You started. We ended. Did we end? Did you start? Did we end? Yes or no? Did you start and did we end? General Bakshi, tell them. You started. We ended. You attacked. You surrendered.
Okay, just listen to me.
Let me say.
I would ask the Pakistani discussants to listen to something important that I wish to put across. It will be useful for your military establishment. None of you on this panel are soldiers. None of you have heard a shot fired in anger. Now let me tell you things for your soldiers. Right? You have a touching faith in China. Relationship higher than the mountains, deeper than the sea. Right? We know for a fact that after Balakot, for 22 months, you were absolutely tame and quiet. Till the Chinese told you that we will come on the LAC, we are there to support you. Go right ahead, resume the asymmetric war. May I give you a piece of advice? We were there. I was there personally in the 71 war. At that time, President Richard Nixon had sent in the 7th Fleet. The Chinese had been promising you that they will come across the Himalayan passes. Nothing happened. At the end of the day, you know, when Dhaka was bombed, when there was, just listen to me, let me finish. When Dhaka was bombed, when the Governor House was bombed, when Adam Malik was there, and when General Niazi was there, we did pinpoint bombing of the Dhaka Governor's House. You know, Niazi went under the table.
Hid.
All
like
your chandeliers came down. Your Governor of East Pakistan signed his resignation from under the table. Put it on the table, all right? Put it on the table. Okay? That was the end. 13 दिन में आपके सारे धुएं, आपके होश आवाज के फाख्ते उड़ गए थे। 96,000 कैदी हमारी गिरफ्त में थे। 96,000। ये थोड़ा तो यार कम से कम अपनी शर्म करो। 96,000 कैदी फिर देने हैं।
Saloni is on the debate.
हम खिला देंगे, काफी है खिलाने के लिए।
You know, I tell you one more thing. Saloni is on the debate. She's 1 minute. Saloni Salil is a geopolitical analyst. She's joining me from Mumbai. I tell you, Raja, you know what happened. I'll tell you one more thing. 1 minute, Raja. General Bakshi mentioned what the Chinese have told you. Let me tell you, early into his career, after he took over as the head of Communist China, Deng Xiaoping went to America. And Americans asked him in private dinners, how is our relationship going to be? The Americans asked Deng Xiaoping, listen to me, I'm teaching you history. Don't behave like, a ruffian from Rawalpindi. Don't behave like a ruffian from Rawalpindi. I'm giving you an account of history. A lot of people, I don't like this Rawalpindi type behavior. I'm asking him, you know Saloni, the Americans asked Deng Xiaoping, what is our relationship going to be? Deng Xiaoping looked at them and he said, Raja, you know what he said, Raja? He said, relationship with you will be higher than the mountains and deeper than the sea. So if you think the Chinese have used that line on you for the first time, and because you're delighted about it, that's the line that they use with everyone. You want to get fooled by it? Please do.
Gulwan Durgatna, President Xi was in India. And what kind of things he's been talking to Prime Minister Modi?
I'll tell you.
Do you remember?
I'll tell you one thing.
Let me give you a lesson
even during that, even during that episode, and after that, I think we've given some solid treatment back to the Chinese in Galwan. They are still reeling from the impact of that, and trust me, we know how to deal with the Chinese very well. You don't. Saloni, please put for our Pakistani protagonist today on this debate. Saloni, can you? Saloni Salil from Mumbai. Saloni, drive some sense into these Pakistanis tonight, please.
I would just like to tell them one thing. I may not be very proficient in suggesting what kind of attack should be carried out, but as a veteran's daughter myself, as a geopolitical analyst myself, I can only say that our blood boils even when one single life is taken. Ever since Taliban has taken over Afghanistan, these ISI-backed Pakistan terrorist organization has suddenly got a moral boost, and they've been attacking our security forces and minorities in J&K. And these cowardly acts and this killing of innocent people has no better reply than what our Honorable Home Minister has said. And when our Prime Minister Modi and when our Home Minister Amit Shah speaks, they mean business. Period.
Absolutely. They make business also the use of words, Saloni. 1 minute, Raja, let's let Saloni go into a little bit of detail on this. You are a geopolitical analyst. You know the choice of words is very important. I'm sure you can underline the fact that the choice of words by Mr. Amit Shah when he spoke about a strategic principle having been taken, that it was not a one-off, the surgical strikes, that in principle our approach has changed right now. What is he really telling the Pakistanis in your view?
He's just they should just take it as a very staunch warning. It should be taken as a staunch, it should be deciphered as it was said. It's a staunch warning to Pakistan and its skeleton working across the LAC. Simple.
That was a question to me, I guess, ma'am. Would you please allow me to speak?
The question was to me,
what
sir.
I wanted to say, if this statement of Amit Shah, your Raksha Mantri,
not Raksha Mantri, Grah Mantri. Please,
if he wanted
get the portfolio right.
Yeah.
Who has seen war. We have been fighting war for 15 years. Pakistan is a war-hardened country right now. Pakistan is a war-hardened country. That's why I'm trying to tell you, if you wage a war against Pakistan, you would get a bloody nose from Pakistan.
Now I don't know.
We will not. The same ISI who was backing Afghanistan Taliban is now facing attacks. Statistics suggest that between July and September, 44 attacks were carried out, in which 73 Pakistan law enforcement agency people had died. So no, you are also facing the music of your own trumpet.
Going to take the ship of India is going to drown very soon. We will never stop until the balkanization.
No, sir, you are screaming on our national television because you know Pakistan is a failing state. You know Pakistan is a failing state. Economically, administratively, it is a failing state. Oh, you used to get US backing, now you don't even have support of that.
Why is he so scared of Pakistan?
Okay, I just want to bring one more point here.
What kind of state Pakistan is?
Vijay, another bit of breaking news tonight which came in was the fight. I just want to tell you about the fight. 1 bit of breaking news. They thought that the Taliban would save them. With great confidence, they train terrorists hoping that the Taliban will come into Kashmir, and now they are fighting the Taliban. With the Pakistan International Airlines has suspended flights over Kabul.
Come on, it wasn't
No, Pakistan International Airlines has suspended flights over Kabul. It's hilarious. You were cheering the Kabul, you were being their spokesperson, and now Taliban has showed you your place, warning Pakistan International Airlines over ticket prices. You were begging them. Now you're trying to extort money from Afghanistan. No. One point is this. As a country, Vijay, the point to be made to the Pakistanis is they have no working equation with any country, not even Afghanistan, not even with the Taliban. So please take Amit Shah's warning very seriously. I request Vijay Chautaiwale of the BJP to repeat the seriousness of what Amit Shah has said. You need to.
There is a warning. There is a warning from Rahul Gandhi as well.
These Pakistani commentators, whatever they are saying, I remember an old share of Ghalib, Dil behlane ke liye khayal acha hai Ghalib. And all these daydreaming about India and the Pakistan's own strength is really laughable. Now, what you have correctly pointed out, these people are not even able to manage their quote-unquote friendly regime in Afghanistan. As you have said, that they have closed the borders, They have their own threats on their western border. They have a lot of challenges. In domestic economy is crumbling. Their drug trafficking is under severe stress. And all these circumstances, what Home Minister Amit Bhai is saying, that mind your business, and don't play with the fire by supporting cross-border terrorism.
I think it's
simple
I
and
think it should be.
And as long as they listen to it, we can have a peaceful
And we are following the Army's statement on the ongoing anti-terror operations, ladies and gentlemen. I'll have updates for you at the end of this program. And finally, the